Yo, what is up guys? Boris here coming to you guys with a walkthrough of the Franky Shogun 60 stamina raid boss. This just came out on Japan. And let me tell you guys, this is actually a very difficult raid if you don't have certain units, because the boss himself is going to be very annoying. Now on this first room, let me show you guys real quick. Each one of these guys, even if they're not attacking, has a special move that they'll use on you guys. And this one will cut your HP. It looks like maybe like 10%, I'm not too sure exactly, maybe a little bit more. But it's a percentage cut, and it does a good amount of damage. So on this first room, you're going to want to take out as many of these guys as you can. I think I faced someone that silenced me for 5 turns as well. I think the green units. So if you see green units, definitely try to take them out first. And what I'm using here, guys, is an ambition team that I personally really like. I do not have Fujitora, so if you have Fujitora, you could run double Fuji, and you don't need Cavendish at that point. But with this team, I sort of do need Cavendish because of a specific reason, which I'll go over once I start talking about the raid boss. But overall, yeah, just an ambition team. The Doflamingo ship, I don't think it's necessary, but it definitely would help, especially in these early rooms. Hit your perfects a lot easier. And I think if I remember correctly, I think I forgot to use the ability of the ship in the boss. So you'll see that it's not really necessary. So mainly, it's just you're gonna need Cavendish and Dofi. They're actually pretty important parts of the team. I know it's a lot of legends, but I mean, well, it's 2 legends, but I mean, if you have Fuji, then things become a lot easier. You probably even run green Dofi in that case. Yeah, if you don't have blue Dofi, you could try running green Dofi, I guess. That would work too. Although blue Dofi is nice because it guarantees guarantees those orbs. So the reason that this raid is very difficult, guys, is because Franky reacts to anything you do. And what I mean by that is that even if it's even though it's still going to be your turn, you're still going to be using your specials. Anytime you activate a special that does something to Franky, it triggers one of his abilities, and it's really annoying. So let me go over one of them real quick. So the first one is going to be Orb Boost. If you use an Orb Boost, he'll shuffle all your orbs after you do the Orb Boost. So pretty annoying. If you use a Type Boost, then he will actually get a huge defense increase for 2 turns. If you use an HP cut, then he'll clear all of the buffs and debuffs, and he will also, I believe, paralyze for 3 turns and silence your captain's abilities, like silence your actually all your character's specials, silence your specials for 3 turns, I think. And then if you delay him, he will there's a lot of confused, but if you delay him, he'll pretty much lower your attack for 3 turns. So everything you do, he counters with, but he only does it once per thing. So that's where Cavendish comes into play. Cavendish is a type booster and an orb booster, so we're gonna go ahead and use that to get rid of those 2 restrictions. Diamante is a staller, so we're gonna use him to stall out those turns that we need. I guess you can bring Golden Pound Usopp if you don't have a Diamante, and that should be fine as well. We're gonna bring and then so that what that means is that after 3 turns you will be able to attack and use all our specials normally. And you can go ahead and use Fuji here as well. You don't have to, but Fuji, again, we use it 20% HP, not too bad. But again, remember, he does clear all the buffs, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna lock all your specials and paralyze you for 3 turns. So now all you're going to do is wait for 3 turns, and you should be good. Now, another thing to know, guys, is on the 2nd turn, he will put up a small defense. On the 3rd turn, he'll shuffle your orbs, and then he repeats that process. It's a 3-turn cycle, and pretty simple. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, he locks your ship for a few turns there, so that's another thing to keep in mind. And I believe you lose all the effects of the ship, including the attack boost, maybe? I'm not too sure, because I feel like my HP... yeah, see, the HP goes back now. So you lose the effects of the ship. So now that the 3 turns are up, we're going to go ahead and use our Dofi to give us the 3 orbs we need, 2 times orb boost. And you'll see he will not react with an orb shuffle. Go ahead and use Caesar for a 1.75 boost. If you have Shiki, that should be fine as well. Trable is really nice because it locks our orbs, so we'll get an extra turn. Oh, so I did use the Doflamingo ship. I'm sorry, I did use it. But yeah, Trable's nice because it... like I said, it locks my orb, so we get a 2nd turn of boost, and it also gives my captain a matching orb. So with this team, you're guaranteed 4 matching orbs, and yeah, so there we go. We had that, and then we had a 2nd turn after that to continue going. So overall, really straightforward team, and If you're really having trouble, guys, just use a Shiryu friend captain, bring Golden Pound Usopp, or bring someone like Inazuma, and that should let you tank 9. You get 9 tries. If you have a Shiryu yourself, then you can run double Shiryu, and that will give you like 18 tries. So that should be an easy way to cheese the raid boss. Now Franky himself is really interesting. He boosts everyone by 1.5 by 2.5 if you have one of every color. So if you have a character of every color, then Franky is amazing because he's universal 2.5 attacker, and he also gives 1.5 boost to HP if you have one of each type, excluding impact and excluding cerebral. So if you don't have an impact or a cerebral character, if you have one of every other type, then you'll get a 1.5 HP, not HP, HP boost. And then finally, guys, his special deals large amounts of damage and gets rid of a lot of buffs from your opponent's enemies. And I think he's a 1.5 boost to everyone as well. So overall, Franky is really strong. I'm really looking forward to getting him. And with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. See you guys the next time. And until then, peace.